Government's job is not to turn the other cheek. The government's job is to protect innocent people from evil and punish wrongdoers. An individual may turn the other cheek on an insult so they don't create this ongoing animosity. But if a government were to turn the other cheek every time a crime was committed, we would not have a civilization. It would be barbarism. It would be anarchy. So people tend to mix up commands in the Bible and they apply them in wrong places. Turn the other cheek is a choice that Christians are urged to take when you're insulted, but punish wrongdoers is a command to governments, because in order to protect innocent people from evil, the government has to punish wrongdoers. In Romans 13, it says that the leader does not bear the sword for nothing, meaning the governor or the king doesn't bear the sword for nothing. That's a reference to capital punishment. Also, when Jesus was before Pilate, Pilate said to Jesus, "Don't you know I have the authority to kill you?" And Jesus said, "Yes, you do, but you get that authority from above." In other words, the government has the right to inflict capital punishment for capital crimes. Now, obviously, we have to do this advisedly. We have to make sure beyond any reasonable doubt that the person is indeed guilty. And some people will say, what about turn the other cheek? Okay, this is where people don't seem to understand. There are different commands for individuals and different commands for governments. If governments were to always turn the other cheek, we would have anarchy. Nobody would be secure. People would be murdered, people would be raped, people would have their livelihood stolen from them. The Creator grants rights, and the government is supposed to secure these rights. And from a biblical perspective, as we read about in Paul's letter to the Romans, he says the purpose of government is to punish wrongdoers and to protect innocent people from evil. Our founders rightfully understood when they wrote in the Declaration of Independence that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men were created and endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and that governments are instituted among men to secure these rights. In other words, governments don't give you your rights. Governments are just supposed to secure your rights.